Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for this info session about Rhyze Ventures Program and applying for our program. Within this session today, I'm going to go over what exactly we're providing, what we're doing, and how you're going to submit your application at the end of this session. I'm also going to go through the application with you guys. If any of you have any question, what exactly you need to fill out, what exactly you need to submit, and then how you're going to submit it. Through this info session, there is going to be a few rules here and there. So the first one, please make sure that all of you through the session are muted unless I open the stage for a question. Definitely between every paragraph and another, I'm going to ask you all if you have any question. Do not hesitate to unmute yourself, toss the question. If you're not comfortable tossing the question through speaking, feel free to write it at the chat box. And we have here two of our beautiful, lovely team members. We have Adelaide, we have Carly, also from Rhyze Venture Program, saying hi, everyone. They can see you perfect. So please toss it at the chat box, and they're going to make sure to read it out loud and be your voice for today. So the second thing, if you have any other questions after we finish the session, we're going to share our contacts at the end. If you think of something while you are submitting your application, you're facing or not sure about anything, definitely feel free to send us an email. We'll be more than happy to support you and help you with it. Good. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. You can see my screen, guys? Perfect. So everyone, this is Rhyze Venture Program. Before we start, I just want to let you know that Rhyze Venture Program is part of Innovation Guelph. And at today's session, I'm going to go about who is Innovation Guelph, the Rhyze Venture Program as is, and the core component for our program at the end. If you have any question and the application, I'm going to go over each one of the questions. So just to let you know, Innovation Guelph has been a very amazing entrepreneur education, hands-on mentorship, workshop and events, co-working space, networking, and more. We do have more programs. I'm going to go a quickly run on these programs and to explain who we are at Innovation Guelph. Just the most important thing you would like to know, it will put our minds and your mind at ease that we are agile approach. So we support entrepreneurs and businesses, reflects and evolving needs of our clients through our mentorship, business support, programming, networking, and hands-on work. And we also have more levels of our programs. So when you graduated from Rhyze Venture, don't worry, guys, there is more programs we're going to refer you to so you can continue promote your business. So we are, since 2011, we have supported over 1,327 businesses from startup to scale ups. Each year, we support at least 70 scale-up companies, and we focus on serving innovative, scalable businesses from our main sectors, agriculture, tech, and we have information, and we have advanced manufacturing, and we have the clean tech as well. As you can see here, we're moving the needle for women in business, and it's true. So of our companies, more than 56% of the companies we supported are founded by women or led by women or co-founded by women. For Rhyze Venture Program, 100% founded, led, or co-led by women. So our reach, just to let you know, our program service clients across Southern Western Ontario and beyond. For Rhyze Venture in particular, we do have a beautiful feature. If you are not in Ontario, if you're not in Canada as well, it's fine, because the Rhyze Venture Program is going to be online program from A to Z. And at the beginning, the most important thing that you have your business registered within Ontario. It's not incorporated, it has to be registered. So if your business registered in Ontario and you are a woman having this business led, owned, or co-owned, definitely you are entitled to join our program. Okay. So I'm going to give you a quick tour what we have in IG Innovation Guelph programs. Then we're going to focus on Rhyze Ventures. So we do have a startup level 1, we do have a startup program level 2, and we do have fast lane. So technically, when you join Rhyze Venture program, you graduate We do have these different programs in different level based on specific criteria, your income, your achievements, your client, how wide your business is. So all of these taken into consideration when you finish, we actually refer you to gain more benefit, to promote your business, to succeed for more even high levels what you were planning. We also have Rise Up and we also have iHub. So Rise Up is the program builds upon our prior successful Rise Women programming and has been tolerated to help entrepreneurs identify an effective path to scaling up. We also have CFE iHub, which is our food future. So the circular food economy through the development of circular food solutions. We also have another two programs. Do not get bored with this. We have beautiful programs here, guys. So don't miss our exciting business support programs. We have Circular Opportunity Innovation Launchpad. We also have Resources Exchange Marketplace. So just to give you a quick summary, it's the first one, Circular Opportunity, is an innovation platform and activation network aimed to creating, providing, and scaling transformative solution that will move Canada towards a more sustainable circular economy. For the Resource Exchange Marketplace, it's a business to business virtual marketplace connecting organizations that have food waste together. Rise, almost there. So the Rise Venture, it's a movement led by innovation world that promotes equality and prosperity within our region by providing support and resource to female entrepreneurs and business owners. Just to let you know, since launch, we launched the Rise program in 2013. The Rise project has reached more than 1,850 local women at various ages, stages, and business development. This holistic approach has proven honestly beneficial is not only building hard business skills, but also increasing confident leadership skills and work-life balance. We're going to go over the application at the end. I'm going to give you one of the, I'm going to mention also some of the successes we have. One of the clients who started with us from scratch after 1 year, right now, she have a $1 million sale revenue in her sale pipelines. So this is one of the greatest successes we have in our program. Rhyze Venture Program is a custom design program created by women entrepreneur for women entrepreneur. As I mentioned before, we do have a very beautiful components, which we have in-class learning. Right now, it's not in class. Everything is going to be online. Practical hands-on project work, where you're going to be working with industry specialists to meet what exactly you need in your business. So let's say you have your business and you want to promote marketing, you want to promote sales, you want to promote a customer service. So we work with you to match you with industry specialists who actually specialize in these areas to promote you, to help you support your business. We also have peer-to-peer networking, address your biggest business challenges. We push you to reach your boundaries and even beyond. Now, this is where the fun started. In Rhyze Venture Program, we do have the three streams. Each one of you is going to be enrolled under one of these streams. By the way, there is no right and wrong. If you're not sure, sometimes you would say, okay, Rama, I'm not sure. Probably I feel like I'm social enterprise and at the same time I feel like I'm scalable. Some would say, I feel like I'm a small business and scalable. I'm not sure which one I am. So there is no right and wrong. Just do your best when you submit your application, and then myself and Rhyze Venture team, we're going to evaluate and we're going to reach out to you. We're going to advise like, hey, for example, hey, Seema, we have seen your application and believe you are, you believe that you're social enterprise. But here's the thing, based on what we're looking and we're like seeing right now, we believe that you would be much better fit under scalable, or you much be better fit under small business. So don't worry about this. Don't stress yourself out. We're here to support you. So what is the difference between the three streams? All of them, it has to be new or established business. So we do not evaluate based on the budget, based on what exactly you have been selling or not, the product, if you're an operation or not. As long as you have the ideation level completed, you have a business registered. If you are a $1 million business, or if you are $1 business, this will not affect your evaluation for joining the program. The most important thing that you are a woman, want to prove, want to promote her business, and we're here to support you. For the small business, it has to be focused on local regional markets, growing or refining your products or services Also service or product focused. Now for the scalable, it have to be focused in STEM, agriculture, innovation, and the clean tech sector. Definitely growth and or export oriented, product focused. For the social enterprise, it have to be local, regional, or global market, committed to using business to solve social or environmental problems. We have one of the clients, she's in social enterprise. She actually used a large landscapes to doing some events for seniors people to support them and to provide some food. This is definitely social enterprise where she is participating and providing something for the community and for the social environment. Any questions so far before I jump in? Feel free to unmute yourself if you have any question or toss it at the chat box. Clear as mud.
Rama, before we move on, there is just one question I see here from Alyssa. Alyssa, that is a wonderful question. I'm going to pop my email into the chat. Let's connect and have a conversation about that.
Perfect. So we're good. I don't have to go through this. Perfect. Thank you so much, Adelaide. Everyone, one more time. If you have any question, unmute yourself. If you're not feeling comfortable, toss it to the chat box. Also, if you want to send an email afterwards, definitely you're welcome to do so. Now, about the benefit of joining Rhyze Venture Program. Just to let you know, this is an 8-month of part-time classes. So technically, this is going to be 6 hours twice per month, led by subject matter expert and seasoned business leader. So you're going to have the program from beginning to end. It's 8 months. You need to commit. And when we're saying 8 months, that doesn't mean like every day you're committing. So actually, it's going to be every other week. You're going to have info sessions. So this is where you're going to have the session where we are having expert explaining to you some of the business topics that is really important for you. For example, the finance, how you're going to do your finance and budgeting and pipelines for your business, or some other one of the other sessions we have marketing. Some other sessions, how to make your case. This is where we qualify you to pitch for the pitch competition at the end, and also to win have an opportunity and chance to win the money award. So make sure that you understand that this is 8 months. As I mentioned before, it's all online. There is no in-person attendance. And we're going to share with you also the time and dates for every info session. So you have it in your calendar in advance, so you don't have any overlap or conflict with anything. Also, we have a group of mentorship with careful match mentors committed to supporting you in professional and leadership development. So you're going to be matched very carefully with a mentor who's going to support you and help you to develop your leadership and development skills. So after you join the program, we're going to send you an application where you're going to fill it, so we understand what exactly your thoughts, your need, your business. And then based on the feedback and the information we collect, we're going to match you with a mentor. So matching you with a mentor is different from the industry specialist. So the industry specialist are going to be working you in the areas that you need to promote your business. This is something else. This is have more hours, more time. This is, we call it work on project work. Okay. Hands-on project work. This is what I was just explaining. The industry specialist who's going to help you develop and implement a tailor-made project to move your business forward. Also, we have a networking events. We're going to be able to build network that could be last for a lifetime. We do have amazing networking events with other streams, with your colleague in the same stream. We have International Women's Day, and we have huge and amazing events going around. Definitely, this is a great opportunity for you guys to connect, to understand, to exchange experience, to exchange lessons or successes, or have more information about anything. There is always ask and offer, and it's amazing how everyone are eager to help everyone. Now, the last thing is you're going to have a pitch competition at the end, and it's going to be cash money award. You're going to receive it to promote your business. Before, we used to have like a specific amount. Right now, because of everything going on, is going to be, who knows, maybe bigger amount, maybe smaller amount, but for sure you're going to receive a decent amount of money to promote your business. Any questions for now?
There are a few questions, Rama. Oh, sorry, someone just unmuted. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think you're going to cover what I was going to ask.
Tell me, Adelaide.
Just one moment here. There was a really great question about how often we meet with a mentor. So what's unique in the Rhyze Ventures program is that everyone is matched with a volunteer mentor and a co-mentee, and they discuss leadership topics and professional development. They meet monthly for about an hour. We also have participants in the program that are working with a generalist or a business advisor, as well as an industry specialist, and they meet more regularly throughout the program. So sometimes it's up to 5 hours in a month. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's 5 to 10 hours in a month. It really depends on the program stream that you are participating in the program. And I see that there are lots of other questions here. We want to make sure that we're getting to them. So just give me 1 second here. There's a question about being in school, absolutely, and when the sessions run. So when the sessions run also does depend on your program stream, but the education modules do run bi-weekly, and they are from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is intended as a part-time program, as we do understand everyone has extremely busy schedules, from running their business to in school to personal commitments as well. I also see a great question here about, can one enter multiple businesses? That's an excellent question. So we do ask that you apply with one business. And this is a business that you are really looking to grow throughout the program. So for example, when Rama mentioned the projects, you have a business acceleration project specifically focused on that business, whether it's in sales or marketing, there was Rama said is community service, operations, succession planning, so on and so forth. So think about the business that you're really looking to grow over an 8-month period. And there's there are lots of excellent questions here. I have 2 questions. How long are the sessions? Every other week. So again, those are 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So they are 3 hours bi-weekly. How much time is required for the homework? That's a really good question. So a lot of our modules do have some pre-work, but they are no longer than 1 hour in time. So expect to spend an hour or less on any homework leading up to a module. And that's intended so that you gain the most from the time with the subject matter expert during that module. There are no tests. There was a question about whether there are any tests. Absolutely no tests, no quizzes, no exams, nothing like that. All right, would this be appropriate for a business currently operating as a sole proprietorship? Emily, that's a great question. So Rhyze Ventures is intended to support businesses that are sole proprietorships, business partnerships, and incorporations. All right. Rama, I will send it back over to you, and as more questions pop into the chat, everyone, we will get back to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So just one question I would like to answer. You said what day of the week. So technically, I'm going to share with you in a second. The schedule is coming up for all the next cohort, so you can have a clear idea when it's going to be, when, and for how long, as Adelaide said, and I always said, it's right now, all the sessions is going to be from 1 to 4. This is never going to change, but it's what is going to change is going to reflect to you the schedule. So now this is the timeline you're looking at is for Rhyze Ventures Program right now. So you're going to be applying. This is what is going to happen, okay? You're going to be applying for the program from February 4th to February 28th. After that, we're not accepting any more application. Then you're going to receive an acceptance email from us. We're going to send it to you in March, because at end of February, we'll have all the applications. Then we're going to do the screening, and all applicants who are accepted, we're going to send them an email early March. Then you're going to be matched with a hand-picked mentor. As Adel just explained it, I explained it before, you're going to be matched with a mentor who is matching your needs, your business, your area of expertise, your area of focus, okay? Now, and regarding to the 3 parts we talked about, you're going to have from May, this is when the current cohort is going to start. It's going to start in May 2022. Then in August is going to be the first Rock Your class. So it's going to be classes every 2 weeks. So also in August 2nd to October 8th, there's going to be project implementation break. So we're going to be working with your expert, with your industry specialist advisors or mentors. So here also we're going to reach out to you for ad hoc sessions. So technically we do have 12 education modules, okay? So it's going to be 6 at the beginning, 6 at the end. There's going to be a project break at the middle. At this project break, we're also going to give you the option to choose and elect the topics you want to dive more into it. For example, right now with COVID and everything is online and everything is like locked down, you want to promote your business. You want to see how you're going to use the social media to weaponize it to serve and promote your business, right? So we're going to send you an options like which topics you want to dive more into it, you want to learn more about it. For example, one of them, how to use your social media to promote your business, and you're going to elect and vote for the topics you want to use. You want to have it presented to you, and after that, we do the ad hoc sessions through these 2 month break. At the end, after you finish your classes, the second patch of it, then you're going to be the pitch competition. And don't worry, guys, we're going to send you an emails on every step. You don't have to remember anything. You don't have to memorize it. Adelaide is going to give you, and by the way, the first emails you're going to receive from Adelaide is a little bit going to freak you out because it's long, but here's the thing. We prefer to send you one email every week better than 5 emails through the week, right? So please make sure to read through the emails because Adelaide is going to include very valuable information for you about your project. Sometimes we share with you funding opportunities, like many of our clients. We share with them funding opportunities across our way. We share it with them. Actually, they apply for it, and you know what? They get the fund. Some of them get 10,000, some of them get 100,000. So if each of these opportunities cross our way through the cohort, we're going to share it with you. And you also have your industry specialist who's going to help you if you need help to fill out this application. We'll be here to support you. But here's the thing. Make sure to read the emails to the end because it have valuable information for each one of you. Specifically the dates for the info sessions and the links and everything else. So after you finish the classes, there's going to be pitch competition where you're going to compete. Right now we have 3 streams, right? Scalable, social enterprise, and small business. The good part, scalable is going to compete within each other. The same for the small business, the same for the social enterprise. And we're going to have 3 winners from each of the stream. Then there's going to be another pitch competition, which is the final. We're going to have 1 winner from each stream, and this is where it's going to be the end. And the 3 winners is going to receive the money award. Any questions for now?
Yes, that might get answered later, but I'll ask anyway. Wondering about the criteria for how you select participants from the applications. Is it just the case of eligibility, or are you actually looking for a bit more?
So as I mentioned, as long as you have a business and you're like beyond the ideation phase, like it's not only idea, it's not even started yet, and it's been registered in Ontario, owned, led, or co-led or co-owned by a woman. This is the 3 important criteria for us. If you are matching these criteria, then we're going to look for like what exactly, if you're committed. I'm going to do an interview with every single application we receive. And after this interview, we're going to decide like, are you willing to commit for 8 months? Are you willing to make sure that you are attending the info sessions, commit with meeting with your mentors, working in your projects? So it's going to be short interview with each one of you. And based on your application and the business model canvas that you're going to submit and interview, we're going to select.
Business model. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. How many applicants are you accepting in this cohort?
So technically, we're accepting from 55 to 60 per cohort. Any other questions? Perfect. If you remember a question, make sure that send it via email, okay? Now, yes, I got it. I thought that I missed one. Okay, so we have 3 core components at our program, which I explained earlier. So just to let you know, we do have education modules, we have the project diagnostic and implementation, and we have the mentorship. Now, education modules, we have 12. As I mentioned, we have 6, and we have project break at the middle, right? So in order for you to be qualified to pitch for the money award, you have to at least attend 9 out of these 12 education sessions in person. Like when I say in person, I mean online. If you like miss 4 education sessions, That's it. You're not going to be pitched for the money award. Definitely you will have access for everything, but that's not the money award. So make sure that if you are missing any of these education modules, do not exceed 3 sessions. Otherwise, you're gonna ruin your chance. And also, even if you miss it, just to let you know, we do have every single session recorded. This is for the benefit of the employee of the client. So when we record this session, for example, you have an emergency, you only miss it, and you say like, hey, I will be missing this for this reason. Can you please share the recording with me after? Definitely will be more than happy. We're gonna share it with you so you can benefit from it. Now, we also have the project diagnostic and implementation. So this is where you're going to be matched with industry specialists based on the needs of your business. So from one-to-one is different, right? Maybe for you, for Ahlul, it is going to be, if you have a business, is going to be all the marketing and client, customer service. But for Carly, is going to be pricing, and is going to be sales, and is going to be, for example, HR. So, or project management, or reaching out for social media. So based on what exactly you need, we're going to assign industry specialist to you. And I'm going to tell you in a second how you're going to tell us what exactly you need for your business. The last part here, and by the way, when I say project diagnostic, because in previous cohort I have this confusion, I want to make sure that it's clear. It's not you're going to work in different project or something else. No, project is your business. So when we're talking about project diagnostic, this is diagnostic for your business, but it's called a project, okay? It's not like some different project you're going to work at and there's going to be exams or reports, etc. No. The last part is the mentorship. So where, as we mentioned before, you're going to be carefully matched with a mentor who are going to be working you, focusing in your professional and leadership development skills. And it's going to be only 8 hours, 1 hour every month for the whole cohort. This is a program roadmap, just to explain and clarify what I just told you. So at the beginning here is going to be the orientation where we are right now. So after that, there's going to be Rise and Shine. So the Rise and Shine, you're going to love it. So technically, is going to be the graduation of the current cohort we have right now and the beginning of your cohort. So you're going to be watching the final 3 winners competing together, and you're going to be watching the successes and the showcase. You're going to be watching who is the winners and how the money is going, like everything is going on for you guys when it's going to happen. So you're going to see the graduation, the winners for the current cohort, and it's going to be the official launch for your cohort. Then you're going to start, as you can see here, the first project diagnostic, then implementation, then the 2-minute project presentation. Don't worry about this. When the time comes, we're going to give you more information. Then you're going to have the qualifying pitch after you finish the education modules and your implementation hours. And there's going to be, we have a program celebration, and then Rise and Shine again from the beginning till the end. Any questions up to now? We're good? Perfect. Now, here's the education modules. Just to give you a heads up about exactly the topics and the modules we're going to cover it. So psychological capital is going to be market research, goal setting and attainment like marketing, successful stress operations. Here, the 2-month break was going to be ad hoc sessions, the one I told you about, the ones you will choose to dive more. And here is after that, another 6 education modules we're going to go through: finance, sales, people, and culture. So here's the topics. Now, we also have the volunteer mentor that you'll be working with. There's also the networking events. We're going to send you, it's happened every other week. So we're going to meet with your colleague, with other clients. So just talk, offer, whatever, share successes, share challenges. For example, one of the networking events, we were talking about the clients, but we're talking about the pitch competition, what exactly they're going to do, the challenge they are facing, or for example, going back to step 2 with COVID, how they're going to overcome these challenges, etc. You see here at the green at the bottom? Can you see it? Yes. So here is going to be the technology that we're going to be working on. There is something called Arrive, and it's not something you can find it online. This is more like goal setting application. I'm going to walk you through it in a second. And all the meetings is going to be Zoom online. If you're comfortable with Zoom, and I can see right now we're on it. So definitely all the education and everything we're going to do is going to be through Zoom. There is also Pollinate They're our partners, and they are going to have, we're going to walk to you through many education and educational resources we're going to put in there. Any questions? We're good.
We can't see your screen. Are you showing us something? I can't see it.
Can you see my screen, Adelaide?
I can see your screen, yes.
It might be my computer. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
No
all good.
worries.
We will
No
send out
worries.
a copy of the slide deck after today's session too, as well as our contact information, if any other questions come up after today.
And we're going to have this recording as well uploaded to YouTube. If you are interested to just listen back something you missed, something you want to focus more, feel free to watch it again. So this is, as I promised you guys, you can see small business, scalable, social enterprise. You can see the dates and the time. So the time, it's always, always, always from 1 to 4. Now, for scalable, this is the dates you're expecting. If you are going to be in scalable, you're expected to be in. Same for the small business, same for social enterprise. So it's going to be, for example, May 31st, January 14th. As you can see, every other week, there is a meeting, one meeting for you for 3 hours from 1 to 4. Before it was like 4 hours, but due to COVID and everything and having to take care of your kids or like elderly or some like, giving some sick people. So we make it 3 hours instead of 4. Good.
I see it now. I see it now. I just met my computer was not, I didn't set it up properly. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. We're here to support you. Welcome to virtual world, right? COVID. Okay. Now these are the 3 technology I mentioned. If you remember here, this is where I was looking. If you didn't see at the bottom, there was a green here. So this is the technology we're going to use in our program. So Zoom, as I mentioned, is going to be all education modules and events. Pollinate. So now, Pollinate is a Rhyze Venture platform, include all module materials, resources, and discussion forums. So technically, all the education sessions you are going to attend, all of them is going to be uploaded there. Also is going to be available for us. Also more and more information. For example, how to meet with your mentor, what exactly you are expecting, and set expectations out of this relationship, more educational material. And also like any kind of information you want and you can't find it, feel free always to send an email for Adelaide and myself. Will be more than happy to help you. The last thing is Arrive. Arrive is a goal-setting app that's been designed, custom designed for Rhyze Venture Program. So technically, I know some of you are comfortable using project management tool like MS Project or Smartsheet or Wondersheet or whatever, or Wrike. So here's the thing, and when you are joining the Rhyze Venture Program, we're going to give you in training and we're going to send you tutorial videos and manuals how you're going to use Arrive. So technical Arrive, we're going to have your goal insert to Arrive, and the application itself is going to translate it into a roadmap and a timeline map. So everything you want, you can pull out report, you can track your achievements, you can work with your advisor or industry specialist on specific topics where you're going to meet, insert comments, tools, anything. Everything is going to be through this application. We're going to give you training about it, so don't worry right now. That is a very amazing, useful, and put your mind in peace that everything you work on is here. Even if you move after Rhyze Venture, the different program, you're going to proceed where you ended, where you're going to start again from where you have finished. Don't worry about it. Okay, additional perks. Everyone, we have the pitch competition. I told you about it. We have also complimentary online learning. So this is one of the amazing things I love about Rhyze Venture. We actually give all our accepted clients to the program. We actually cover for them the fees for an online courses. Each course is about like $40, but actually we did cover all the fees for all of you. All kind of courses could be useful for your business. Human resources, logistics, procurement, finance, budgeting, marketing, social media, operations, management, leadership, all kind of courses that could be useful for you, would give you more education. You have an access for it for a full year. The second you are going to be accepted to the program, the second you're going to receive the email from Adelaide, you have an access to these online courses till 1 year after you finish the program. The networking events, I already told you about that. We have a networking events every other week, and we do have more networking events. We can keep sending you invites if you're interested. For example, we have one of the biggest events we have in Innovation World is International Women's Day. You're gonna love it. It's amazing. We're going to meet an amazing, beautiful, successful ladies. And one of the also one of the beautiful things about the networking event, sometimes we can host some of our success stories. So one of the successes cases, one of the clients who started from the scratch, actually she got bankruptcy 3 times and she broke 3 times. She had to fire all her employees like 3 times, and all of a sudden, just she kept working hard, insist, motivated, and now she's over 1 million with assets, and she have a big company. She's growing more and more. So each one of us is going to be facing challenges, but don't worry, guys. The program is here to support you. Keep up the good work. That is your part. Also, we're going to have promotional supports. We're going to have some success stories, spotlights, and more. When this happened, Adela's going to send you an email. You're going to love it. Thank you, everyone. This is Rama Walid. That's myself, the program manager. And we have Adelaide here, our program coordinator, Adelaide Manley. And we have also Carly, one of our Rhyze Venture and Innovation Gold member. So right now, if you have any questions, these are our emails. Make sure to reach out for us, okay?
Rama,
Now, the business, yes.
before we move forward, there was a question here on
Sure.
were there any of the learning focus on protecting yourself from a legal standpoint related to products or services? Lori, that's an excellent question. We do have an industry specialist on our roster here at Innovation Guelph that does focus on areas like intellectual property, for example, and legal standpoints. And the one piece that I wanted to add to is Innovation Guelph is a regional innovation center. We have a large referral network as well. When we do have participants that really want to get into the legal nitty-gritty, connect with lawyers, we will 100% refer you to someone in our contact so you can continue that conversation. Great question.
Thank you so much, Adel. Any questions? Good? Perfect. So now, right now, one of the conditions for you to apply for your application, I'm going to go through the application in a second with you, but here's the thing. You have a business model canvas to fill out, okay? So this business model canvas, I'm going to walk you through right now what exactly need to be filled and how you're going to fill it. And I'm going to give you an example, and also if you have any questions. So this is one-page business model canvas. What is it? It's a virtual tool intended for all of you guys to fill it out so you can develop your business. And this is how you're going to show us where we can help you and how we can support you. So think of your business model canvas as containing 9 essential building blocks. Each segment of this tool builds on onto text and are all needed to paint the best picture of how your business operates. Okay? So now, as you can see here, there's sections, right? Key partners, key activities, virtual value propositions. So here's what I'm going to do. These areas is the same areas of this business model canvas. I'm going to go with over each one of them to explain to you what exactly you need to include. So for example, the key partners. The key partners, I want you to include anything could be related to suppliers, distributors, resellers, founders, funders, investors, community partners. The same for the key activities. You can see here, what exactly do you do? How do you provide your services product for customers? Do you have key performance indicators in place? The same for the key resources, the human resources, staff, equipment, technology, and much more. So each section of the business model canvas, I have explained here what exactly it means, so you know what exactly you need to fill. For example, the channels, how are you reaching or hoping to reach your customers? How are your product services delivered? Example, commerce, distributors, social media, online. So what exactly your plan? Also, for example, the customer relationship. Thinking long-term, what is the value customers receive from your business, from the services you are providing? So take your time answering these questions. Make sure that you fill out the right answers that present and explain your business. So right now, the last part is the cost and the value proposition. So what exactly, how are you making money? What is the value customers are willing to pay? If you have multiple streams, what percentage does each contribute to your overall revenue? So you can see these questions are inserted here to help you understand what exactly you need to enter in this business model canvas. It is one page, but it contains lots of information. To make your life easier as well, here is an example. It's already filled. Maybe could give you better understand or maybe better idea how to fill this business model canvas. As you can see here, this is for Airbnb. So the key resources, the cost, and the revenue here, they put percentage, but it will be amazing if you can put numbers, will be much easier. And sometimes we ask for the last year. Some of the businesses from the last cohort, we ask them what is the last 3-year revenue. They put 0, and when I have the phone call with them, it wasn't 0. I was like, okay, what's going on? And she's like, you asked for the last year, and we only been in business for 8 months. And I was like, oh, that's right. Okay, so guys, don't take it word by word. If you have revenue, just enter it there. And one more time, do not think that it will be a major factor that is going to affect or in any way your application. But this is only for our knowledge, because for the future, when you finish Rhyze Venture Program, we're going to transfer you for the other programs. We need to know what is the right one could suit you and promote your business better. Any questions for now? We're good? Any questions? Because if we don't have, yeah, go ahead, Seema, because I'm going to jump in for the application.
Yeah, I have something more personal question, like about my own particular one. So maybe I'll just email it to you.
Sure. Okay. Okay, here's a new share. I'm going to share with you right now. Just give me 1 second, everyone. Okay, let's see these beautiful faces. Then I'm going to share my screen again. Perfect. Right now, I'm going to share with you the application and what exactly the information that is included. I'm going to walk you through what if you have any question, I'm here to help you. Can you see my screen? Perfect. So this is the application. It's here, your company legal name, like if you have operations, different name, the street, the address, the province, and then if you have a website, the social media, please make sure that you insert here, and the postal code. This is regular information. Now, sometimes this is one of the most important things we have been dealing with through our cohort. So it could be partners, right? Could be partners in the business. Could be owned by you, another female, another male, another male, 4, 2, 7, it doesn't matter. So what is important is if it's the company is owned or part owned or led or co-led by a woman, and make sure if you want to have, we have some companies that 2 of them want to attend the info sessions. You are more than welcome. So if 2 of you are working together, partners, and you want to attend the session, both of you ladies are welcome to join the session. But first of all, you're going to put the first name here for the primary contact, and there's the alternative contact is here, no problem, we can have it. But the most important thing, keep into consideration. When I'm counting the attendance for the education session, as I told you, you have to attend at least 9, right? When I'm counting the attendance, it's always going to be in front of me, in front of the program, 1 main contact. So let's say Alad have a business and her partner is Carly. Both of them are clients. They want to attend the session. This is perfect. Who is the primary contact is Adelaide. So Adelaide attended the first 5 sessions, but at the 6th, Carly attended, not Adelaide. We're not counting this one for Adelaide. So it's going to be Adelaide miss 1 session. All the communication, all kind of emails going to always to go for the primary contact unless we receive something else from the primary contact that you would like us to include someone else. And we also have another things in the program, more privileges, more resources. It's always going to be 1 contact per business. So if you have one, if you have multiple, that's not a problem. But keep in mind, front of the program, who is responsible for attending is always going to be 1 person. Okay? Now, here's the first name, last name, and then the social media for you guys, then total numbers of founders, if you are money, then if your company youth owned or led under 40, if it's women owned, co-owned or led, how many of your founders are Canadian born, where is your business based? It doesn't matter, just make sure that it is registered in Ontario. If you are in Vancouver, if you are in UK, if you are in United States, as long as your business registered in Ontario, for Rhyze Venture, your attending is online only. So this is one of the features and the good things. We can thank COVID for it. You don't have to attend, guys. You don't have to drive all the way to Guelph. What is your digital CRA business number? So if any of you have any questions about this, or your if is your corporate incorporated, so if you have any questions about this information, always feel free to reach out for Ida and myself. Now here is a few questions. Have you read the Rhyze Venture Frequent Asked question? Sometimes you don't, before you send us any question, and you're always welcome to do so, please click on this document, read it, because we actually collect these questions from the previous cohorts, people who are applying, so we understand how you would think, what exactly some of your concerns. If your question is not there, definitely you're more than welcome to send it for us. You can see here the business model canvas, right? So whatever you're comfortable with, Word document or PDF, just click on any of these one. And here's something I want to advise you. So make sure that you download the first thing. This link is going to be active for you guys from February 1st. So the first thing you do is download the business model canvas. Fill it out. Make sure that you saved the filled copy. So because I received many empty copies and they send me the wrong copy, so make sure that the filled copy, you rename it anything you want. Just make sure that you send me the right copy. And after you filled it, open that, because there's a timeout, okay, for the process when you are submitting the application online. Then open the application online here, and you can choose the file and upload it from here, okay? Then you can fill out all the application, because if you start filling out the information and then you go to do the business model canvas, you have to save what you've been working on so you can proceed from where you have stopped. Otherwise, you're going to miss your information. Okay, make sure that you save where you stopped. And Adelaide, you can jump in here if there's anything to be clarified as well. I think we have faced this trouble before with the previous course, right?
Yeah, and it's all good. And anyone you can reach out to us anytime if you have questions about getting the business model canvas or any of the elements included with it. We're always happy to want to call and have a conversation. And Rama, before you move on, there's been a couple questions that have popped into the chat that I would just like to comment on related to having your business registered. So if your business is not yet registered, but you are planning to have your business registered in the next couple of months, that is perfectly okay. And by all means, feel free to reach out to Ram and I to have a discussion about that. We're happy to chat with you.
Thank you so much, Adelaide. As long as being registered before you start the program in May, you're good. And registering a business won't take a few days. So if you need help, as Adelaide said, definitely feel free to reach out for us. Okay. Is the business in operation? You know this, then briefly describe the current stage of your business. This is telling us about your business. Are you available for the 8 month required? And remember, the 8 month is starting from May. So just make sure that if you want to commit, as I mentioned, this is 8 month program, and every other week, 3 hours for the education session. You have like technically 6 hours a month, 3 hours every 2 weeks, and also working with your industry specialists and advisors and mentors. Make sure that you have the time to commit for that. Otherwise, it's going to be a big challenge. Business stage indicator, total employees. If you have part-time, full-time employees, feel free to mention this in here. This is one of the great factors and indicators that we're tracking for our funders. Even if you started the program, you have 0 employees, then all of a sudden everything went well, you have funding opportunity, you want to hire someone, please make sure to keep us involved with the good news and good achievements. We would love to report this on your behalf to the funders and just make a spotlight on you and make you as a good example for everyone to motivate everyone to do the hard work. Now, then here, please make sure that you describe your services and products. And usually you have 5,000 max characters, which is enough, I think. It's like good story to tell, right? So make sure do not exceed that. Make sure do your best to explain your products. And then the investments, if you have any intellectual property, the total revenue, and then if you have any markets, please select the industry sector. Okay, this is one of the most important things. So here you can select it, right? And then if it's not mentioned here, choose others, because this is going to be next to what stream you think you are in. And one more time, there is no right or wrong. Don't worry. Do your best option, your best suggestion, guessing, and then we're going to take it from there. We're here to support you guys. And then what is the next code? Definitely you know it. If you're not, here it is, and we'll be more than happy to help you out so you can understand and fill out this information. Tell us why the services would be of a benefit. Describe your ideal target customer, including demographics. What problem is your company solving? What is the company's competitive advantage? Um, what do you see as your greatest strength as a business owner and why? Are you a partner in your business? Do you have any partners? That's okay. What non-technical or personal areas would you like to develop that would make you a strong leader and business owner? Please provide us specific examples and please be generous with this question. I'd love to know more about you guys. Describe the areas of your business that require outside assistance or advice from a consultant or advisor and reasons for why. Here, why you have chosen Rhyze Venture. I know, because you love us. So that's obvious. Just feel free to answer your question. And at the end, the closing information. How did you hear about us? And are you working with other innovation centers? And how did you hear about this program? And make sure that you click these two boxes, then submit. If you want to save your work and continue later, make sure to click and save and continue later, okay? Now, I'm all yours. Any questions?
Rama, sorry.
Sorry. Hi, my name is Jennifer Drummond, and I have a question in regards to if you've taken part of a different entrepreneur program, are you qualified for this one?
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Rama, sorry, could you kindly pull up the application again? There was a question in the chat box that will be helpful to go over visually.
Sure, no problem. Just give me a second. What a question.
This is a great question, and it states, is it possible to get a list of these questions so we can answer them all in a Word doc and then cut and paste into this online form? That's a great question. So the application will be open online February 1st, and you have up until 11:59 p.m. on February 28th to apply. So this is it will be an open link. You are more than welcome to copy and paste the questions into a Word document and then paste them into their respective boxes. Rama, if you could kindly scroll to the top of the application, there is a description that outlines how you can also save and continue your application later. So if you've started your application, you've answered a few questions, something comes up, you aren't able to finish it, absolutely no problem. At the bottom of the application, there's an option to select Save and Continue Later. This will take you to a new window that will give you a unique link specific to your application and what you've completed so far. Save that link somewhere, because when you put it back into your web browser, you will be able to access your application again. Or there's an option to enter your email address and have that link emailed to you directly, so it's safe in your inbox. I'm just seeing some other questions here. There's a question about definitions for industry sector. That is a great question. If you are unsure, perhaps which sector your business fits into, maybe it's within a couple, you're not quite sure, send Rama and I an email. More than happy to have a conversation and a call with you, and we can work through that together. And there are a couple more questions here. Can we use prior learning as a substitute for some of the modules, for example? If a person has taken a marketing course, can I substitute? That's a really great question. So as Rama mentioned, there is some flexibility. So we do have 12 educated modules throughout the program, and you can, of course, miss up to 3. So that's not a problem at all. If there is a module that perhaps you have a lot of experience or background in, and perhaps it's not useful for you, feel free to just send us a note, and we're happy to chat with you about that too. Okay.
Tina, I'm going to answer your question just to give a break for Adelaide. You can contact both Adelaide and myself. No worries, at any time. The emails, this recording is going to be shared with you guys, so you can use our emails, or from the invitation, you can use our emails. It's there, and feel free to connect with us anytime.
Absolutely. And I think this also applies to a question from Anne-Marie about sector. And if your business is scaling, feel free to send us a note. Happy to have a conversation on which program stream might be a good fit for you based on your business's current stage and perhaps where things are headed for you over the next few months.
Wonderful questions, everyone.
Any
Any other questions?
Yes, we still have a couple minutes if anyone does have any final questions.
And remember, if you have questions after that, of course, definitely, no problem. Anytime you need questions, you want to start chat after applying, we're here to support you. We're here to help you go through this. And if you remember any questions after this session, as I mentioned, after we finished, we're going to send you the email. Adelaide, thank you so much. She just tossed on the email at the chat box. Feel free to use this email to connect with us. And we're going to send you the recording of this session just for your reference if you want to go over it again for any part of the application or the business model canvas or anything we explained about the program or even the timeline. So everyone, if you don't have any further questions, go ahead, Adelaide.
Sorry, Rama, to interrupt. One more thing. There was a question earlier, I'm sorry I missed it, about the number of women entrepreneurs that have participated in this program. So we're going into our 4th cohort of Rhyze Ventures, and we've had 60 incredible women entrepreneurs every cohort. So the Rhyze Ventures ecosystem has gradually grown. We have 180 women that have completed the program, and this is a super exciting time to meet all of you as we begin recruiting for our next cohort, so cohort number 4, and we really hope to receive an application from you throughout the month of February. And again, we're always here if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the lovely comments. I'm glad that you enjoyed it today, and we were more than happy to help you. So remember, keep in touch. If you have any questions, send us an email. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening, and see you again. Bye.
Thank you. That was super informative.
Thank you.